Hello everyone. Today we are going to do the mean value theorem. Guys, don't at me. Let's start. Let h of x equals to the square root of 4x minus 8. Let c be the number that satisfies the mean value theorem. H on the closed interval 3 to 11. What is c? Let's see what is equal to c. Okay, first we have to find what f of b, the mean value theorem, minus f of a divided by b minus a. This thing is equal to f prime of c. C is a number where it's at a point which its rate of change is equal to this slope, the average slope of the full function. Here we have h of x. We can do it with this h. Let's just do it. Okay, it will be h of b minus h of a divided by b minus a. And what are b and a? B is this and A is this. What is h of 11? H of 11 is 44 minus 8. 44 minus 8. 44 minus 8 is just 36. This will be square root of 36 minus square root of 30. This thing will be and this is equal to the h prime of c. What is h of 11? H of 11 is just the square root of 36 minus h of a. A is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. So this will be the square root of 4. Divided by 11 minus 3. 11 minus. Okay. What is 11 minus 3? It is just 8. 8. Okay. It will be equal to divided by 8. And this is just 6 minus 2. It is just 4. 4/8. Or we can also write it as 1/2. And what is h prime of c? H prime of c is just this thing is just 4x minus 8. This is to the power of 1/2. And using the power rule we get that the derivative of this, or h prime of c, is equal to 1/2 times 4x minus 8. This thing times the derivative inside function 4x minus 8 with respect to x. It is just 4. Okay. These two cancel out to this. This will come to. Let's see what this is. This is equal to 4x minus 8 2 times this. Okay, this will be 8x minus 16 is equal to this. 1/2 is just 0.5. Add 16, it will become 16 halves. 16.5 is equal to 8x. Divide both sides by this by 8. This cancel out with this. And what will this become? You can also write this as, we can also remove the point or decimal by just adding a 0. This would be 165 divided by 165 divided by 80. Let's figure out what this is. 165 divided by 80. What is this equal to? We cut by 5, it will be just be equal to 5 3 is 15 divided by 5 1 33 divided by 6. Cannot cancel it anymore. This will be times then point 30 30 zeros are 30 zeros are is equal to 0, and then we get another 0 3. This becomes 3 100. Okay, this becomes 1 divided by 100. This is approximate. Have that option. Let's think more. 1 half is equal to 4 times 2 times this is 8x minus 16 16.5. This is equal to x 8x. 8 divide both sides, then it will be 116.5 divided by 80. It just be easy. What is 33 divided by 16? It is 2.065. Okay, where did we go? This is 4/8. Yes, it is 8th. Yes, it is. So this will be 1 half, and at a point these will be the same. Okay, this will be, let's take the derivative of this function. 4x minus 8 derivative will go with minus 1. This will also be minus 1 half. Let's just erase this. Okay, figure this out again. This will just be 4x minus 8 to the 1 half power, and we take the derivative of this becomes 1 half times 4x minus 8, this thing to the power of negative 1 half, because we just using the power rule we just subtract the power. Okay, this thing will be times yes, like this. This will just out. Okay, this will be 1 over the square root of 1 over the square root of 4x minus 8. And this thing is equal to 1 half. Okay? And this will be 1/4. 1/4 is equal to the square root 4x minus 8, 1 over that. And that means the square root of 4x minus 8 is equal to 4. Square root of 4x minus 8. Take the square of both sides. This will be 4x minus 8. 4x minus 8 is equal to 16. Okay, 4x is equal to 16 plus 8 is just equal to 24. X is equal to 6. Now we found out the real answer. Let's check. Correct. Let's do next. F of x equal to the x cubed plus 6x squared plus 6x. Let's see with a number that satisfies the mean value theorem. Value theorem tells us that f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a, this thing is equal to at a point it's equal to f prime of c. Let's figure out what this is equal to. B is 0, so this whole thing will be 0, 0. And what is minus f of a? F of negative 6. F of negative 6 is equal to negative 6 is equal to, it is just negative 2. Negative 260 plus negative 216 plus 6x squared. This will just be the, because negative 6 squared is 36. 36 times 6 plus negative 6 times 6. Okay, these cancel out with each other. We are just left with negative 30. Okay, we are just left with negative 36. So let's figure out what. Let's take the f prime of x. It is just equal to x squared plus x squared. It will be equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus, okay, this is equal to, and we have to make this equal to negative 30. Okay, negative 36 is equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 6. This will be negative 40 is equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 6. 6 is 1, and we take out 3x from this. It will just be negative 42 is equal to x times x plus 4, x plus 4. Okay, and this thing minus a. B is just 0, 0 minus negative 6 is what was f of. Okay, we just put out this. It will negative 36. It is equal to divided by, we get 6. Not negative 36. It will be 6. 6 is equal to 3x squared plus 12x plus 6 minus 6 on both sides. This 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 12x. Okay, and if we take out 3x from this will become 0 is equal to 3x times x plus 4. Divide both sides with 3x. This will be 0 is equal to 4. X plus 4. We get x is equal to negative 4. Let's check. Correct. Let f of x equals to the square root of 2x plus 1. And let c be the number that satisfies the mean value theorem for f on the interval 4 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 12. Okay, the theorem tells us that it tells us that f of b minus f of a divided by is equal to f prime of c at some point. Okay, at some point it's equal to f prime of c. Let's figure out what f of b is equal to. B is 12. What is f of 12? F of 12 is equal to 2 times 24 is just 2 times this 12 is equal to 24. 24 plus 1 is 5. This will be 5. Minus f of a. A is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Square root of that is 3. B is 12. A is just 4. So this thing will be equal to 2 divided by 8. This will be 1/4 equal to 1/4. Let's figure out what f of f prime of c is. F prime of c equal to 1/2 times 2x plus 1. This thing to the negative 1/2 power. This is derivative time 2. Cancel out. We get 1/4 is equal to 1 over the square root of 2x plus square root of 2x plus 1. So this will be 4 is equal to the square root of 2x plus 1. Square both sides. This will be 4 squared is equal to square root of 2x plus 1 plus 1. This thing to the squared power. This will become 16 is equal to 2x plus 1. So this becomes 16 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 50 halves or 7 point. Yes. So let's check. Correct. That f of x equals to x cubed plus 9x squared plus 13x. First, let's find the f prime of x. F prime of x equal to 3x squared plus 18x plus 13. Okay, and let's figure out what f of minus f a divided by b minus a. What b? Let's figure it. F of b is negative 1. So what will this value be if x is equal to negative? Out. Negative 1 cubed is just negative 1. Negative 1 plus 9 times negative 1 squared is 9 minus 13. 9 minus 13 is just negative 4. Negative 4 negative 1 is negative 5. Okay, this is negative 5 and b is just negative 1. So a is just 7. So negative 1 minus minus 7 is equal to 6. And negative 5, what is f of a? A is negative 7. Negative 7 cube is equal to negative 343. Negative 343 plus What is 9 times -7 squared? 449 is 441. And what is 13 times -7? 13 times it is equal to -91. Figure this out. What this is equal to? What is -91 minus 343? It is -344. 434. And if you plus 441, just get 7. So this is 76. Okay, this was not. This is. This is. -5 minus 7 is just negative. Well, cancel this out. We get -2. So we have to make this equal to -2. 3x squared. 3x squared plus 18x equal to -2 minus 13. 15. Take out 3x from both sides. 3x times x plus 6 is equal to -15. Get x times x plus is equal to -5. Okay, let's figure out what this is equal to. This would be x squared. 6x is equal to -5. What x value will successfully prove this equation? So let's try -6. -6 squared is 36. 36 plus 36 minus 36 is just 0, so it doesn't work. -5. -5 squared is 25. 25 minus 30, -5. It does work. Answer is -5. -5 squared is 25. 25 times 6. 25 plus 6 times -5 is -30. -30 plus 25 is indeed equal to -5. Let's check. Correct. Okay, bye everyone.